We saw how bad Deshaun Watson looked when he came back at the end of last season. Are you worried that he's not going to be able to come back and be good?
Yeah, you always have to be worried about that. You always got to be worried if they lose a step. Russell Wilson, he might have fell off a cliff, Russell Wilson. Let's see what Deshaun Watson looks like. He was on the shelf. He's still Deshaun Watson. He's still in his mind. He's still Deshaun Watson of 3-4 years ago. But you got to see if that translates onto the field. You know what I mean? Did he lose a step? Is he still throwing bullets? That's the question for the Browns and Deshaun Watson. The only thing that the Cleveland Browns need to do is they need to file some kind of restraining order, keep him out of massage parlors, and have a full escort and bring him to his room and tuck him in and make sure that he's out of trouble the whole season.
An escort or an escort? Wait.
No, not an escort.
An escort or an escort?
Yeah, I said the wrong word. If he hears that, he needs to relax.
Here's the thing with Deshaun Watson. I'm curious, like, how hard he's been working. A lot of these guys that are out for a couple of years or get injured and have sustained a major injury or whatever, I think he's been in a position where he's had to keep his head down and stay quiet and stay off the radar. Mm-hmm. But like, we haven't seen that. Oh, he's in the lab. We haven't seen him, working out. We haven't seen him making crazy throws in practice because I think they're trying to just keep him off the radar. He's going to be thrust back into it, pause. And who knows how he handles that, because I think you got to come out of that situation feeling very sheepish, some loss of confidence. You don't know that the fans are behind you or rooting against you or waiting for you to fail type of thing. But we haven't seen any of that narrative of Deshaun Watson's on a comeback. This is his comeback tour. He's determined. He's going to change everybody's perception of him. I don't know if that's that's a PR thing to keep him off the radar and keep him out of it, or that's just not happening. But I will say this. Remember how incredible he was. His arm strength, like his ability to run, his decision-making. He's just turning 28 at the start of this season. He's not, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady. Is he at the end of his career falling off the cliff? Aaron Rodgers. He's 27, 28. But, man, that's a lot to come back from. And I don't know what he's been doing to prepare for that and how he's going to handle that first post-game press conference this year and wondering, are people rooting for me or against me? It's all going to come down to how he handles that.
Yeah, but he's a professional, bro. He did it in college. He did it at the NFL level. When you get to his level, he knows you got to block all that shit out and just go to work, go to the office and do what he has to do. I have confidence that he'll do that. What you brought up is big. Russell Wilson's 34 years old, so maybe he fell off the cliff. Deshaun's 27. He got years in him. He got years to revitalize his career. And that's the only question of why I have Cincy, be more, and then the Browns, because is Deshaun going to be able to keep up with Burrow and Lamar? Lamar is top prime tier. Burrow, top prime tier. Is Deshaun going to be able to keep up with these guys? Just keep him out of trouble, bro. Keep Deshaun Watson out of trouble. Once you see that look in his eye, that look at, remember when you were in the club and you were one of your boys and he's standing and he gives you the eyes, he's up to something. He sees a group of girls, he goes like that. That's Deshaun Watson. He has that same look. You got to stop him. Yeah, you got to stop.
You see him doing this?
Yeah. If people know that look. He has a look, bro. Deshaun Watson's the guy that has that look. He just needs to go out there. He needs to fucking play football. Don't worry about the bullshit. You know what I mean? Don't look in the direction of the cheerleaders. Go straight to the fucking locker room, bro, and play ball.
My fear is Baltimore usually comes out of the gate very strong. Cincinnati, the last couple of years, has started those first 4 games a little slow. Does Cincinnati start slow? Does Baltimore start fast? And then Cleveland, how do they start? Like Cincinnati, they've got to have confidence because of what they've done the last couple of years. And I think they feel that even if they start slow, they've done it enough. So I don't think they'll get that scared and get worried and lose their confidence. Baltimore comes out, they just got like a toughness, right? They just come out, we're going to play Baltimore football. They got a culture where they're going to come out strong. Cleveland, I don't know that they have a defining like brand mentality. Those guys, they should be looking around at who they have. They should come out with confidence. And I've never seen Cleveland do it because there's always a question. It's a Baker Mayfield at quarterback. Is Deshaun Watson coming back? I wouldn't call them a confident team that's just going to come out with confidence. If they do, I think they're a problem. Cleveland to me just seems like a team that they just don't have the confidence they need to make a big leap. And I want to see them come out with it this year, not at the expense of the Bengals, though.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's your choice, pal. I don't know if that's your choice.
Here's how I can best put that mentality thing. As a Bengals fan, if I'm watching a Bengals-Ravens game and it comes down to the last possession and Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have the ball, I'm shook. I hate that situation. If I'm a Ravens fan and it's the end of the game and Joe Burrow has the ball, I'm scared. I can't tell you the last time when Cincinnati or Baltimore or anyone has played Cleveland and Cleveland has the ball with 1:30 left and the fans of the other team are scared, because you just don't sense Cleveland feeling like we can score. You feel like they're chewing their nails like, I hope we can score. Baltimore, you're like, oh man, it's just a matter of time. We gotta force a field goal. The Bengals, you're like, same thing. With Cleveland, if they get to a point where you're scared that Deshaun Watson has the ball at the end of the game, that tells me Cleveland made the leap.